Kiana, that's the icebreaker too. The icebreaker question is Stand By Me or Goonies?
Goonies.
We're gonna save our answers for the show.
Oh yeah, Goonies. I don't know why.
That's when you shouldn't have to pick. We rise grandly.
Grand Rising, y'all, man. Live, man. We here for Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, man. I am one of your hosts, Reno Moore.
And you have Kiana.
And I'm your boy, Shawty Soprano.
Special guest in the building, man. Special guest in the building, man, with the comedy ticket, man. My big cousin, man. What it do, cuz?
What it is, y'all.
One and only Batman.
You know it. Y'all
Hey,
know.
the new nickname is Dunna Dunna.
Donna.
Dunna Dunna.
Donna.
Dunna Dunna. That's what it is, though. That's what it is, man. Your Breakfast Club, man. We here to bring y'all some of that good stuff, man, this week, man. Help you get your week started, man, the right way and the only way, which is what we're live with us, y'all.
That's right.
So, man, what's good, brotherhood? What's good, sisterhood? We got our sister in the house, too.
I'm here every Sunday with y'all.
Yes. The pretty girl takeover herself.
Yes.
Ooh, Miss Pretty Girl, I like that name right there. I like that name, Brenda.
Yes.
But what we got on our topics for the week right now, man?
So
let's get it rolling this
what's
week, man.
good, though, y'all? What's good?
So Bobby Smurner got released.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I was excited. I was excited because as a person who kind of always rooted for the villain, you know what I'm saying, growing up, like that was just something natural for me. It seemed like. So when you see some of these people in these streets that's just running their mouth, man, especially in the music industry, and being pushed on like a pedestal and stuff, it's good to see somebody who just held it down the right way, man, and just did his time and came home. You know what I'm saying? That should be highlighted.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to highlight the brother Quavo that flew the man, the man out in the Lear. He had said he was gonna go scoop Lil Homie, right?
Okay.
Cause they had little relationships before he got jammed. They was homies, Migos and the little GS9. And the man flew the man back home in style.
He did.
He
did.
Big shouts out, cause homies come get homies, you know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to the homies, man. Homies come get homies in style sometimes from that joint.
That's real.
And boy, I ain't never seen it done like that.
And it's good for the jitterbugs to see that right there,
That's
man.
real.
There's a lot of stuff that they seeing that we don't approve of as far as in our youth. You know what I'm saying? But just keep it real though. They seeing a lot of stuff right now, and they seeing it in like real time.
Loyalty royalties. What they say? Loyalty and royalties.
That's real. That's real.
That's real now.
What else going on in the news right now, man, Frano? We got Bobby Smurder release. What else?
Bobby Smurder release.
We might have to go to the producer on that right now.
Producer.
Trump.
Hey, I got it written down too right here, my bad. Trump and the tax papers is for the public eye, y'all. I haven't took a look at it myself.
So do anybody care? I want y'all to write right now on Facebook.
Go in there.
Power Plug Radio.
Go in there right now.
Do you care?
And call in.
Okay, question. Do you care?
So right now at this point, I can't, right? We got some big fish to fry here locally in politics, and I can't even keep up. The article is on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page, and I ain't read it yet.
Yeah.
Me neither.
So
because
Me either.
that's the big. So check this out though, y'all. So what it is though, man. How I feel about the whole thing, how they do Trump is, I'm always cognitive of our position. You know what I'm saying? And whatever they do to somebody, trust me, they're gonna make sure they're gonna do it to you. You know what I'm saying? So when you cool with the president, kind of just being like took it all up and through there because you don't like him, you gotta recognize that a person that you love later on is gonna be taken all up and through there. So you might not like this president, but you might love the one you got in. You know what I'm saying? Another 10 years from now. You know, and
they can run him through there.
And man, they gonna run him right up through there, man.
Because of the president.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, Prano, man. I've been saying that for like a couple of seasons right now. Like we've been kind of too chill while Mexican children and families been separated and put into cages.
Listen,
and this is what was going on while our
man
people was
saying
enslaved.
that. The man been saying we haven't said anything while our Mexican brothers and sisters, our brown, because they say black and brown, we together, brown brothers and sisters. And listen, I felt him. I had to start looking up on it more when he was talking about it because they was in that desert in that heat.
That's real.
And they was dying and dehydration and listen.
Man, people got conversations about concentration camps and all kind of stuff around this country for years. You know,
and there they go. And there they go.
So basically, what you're saying, we need to be thinking about stuff with more substance.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
nothing that, like, I mean, honestly, at this point, Trump tax return can't do nothing for us.
Nuh-uh.
Wait a minute. Who say that again?
Trump tax return can't do nothing for us.
At all.
Just watch how
But
they
what
handle
about
them.
my tax return? What
what I'm
about
saying?
your tax return?
what I'm
There
saying?
ain't nobody talking about people tax returns and people ain't got their dates yet.
People like you got to think
People
about it.
still looking for dates for that check right now.
The thing of it is though, people so eager to be like, oh yeah, Trump, oh yeah, let's see his tax because he, you know what I'm saying? But the same people who doing that, like some of them claim
Snuff
somebody
film.
else's kid.
It's a snuff film. People were
So-
watching public lynchings, y'all.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Ooh.
people are addicted to lynchings like they was in the 60s. Why you think thousands of people came down on Dr. Martin Luther King Street and watched a black man, John Evans, lynched?
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing but 2,000 people in the city altogether, and it was 1,500 of them down there
Wow.
shooting at the man on the pole.
See,
Right.
and I mean, you can also look in the book, the 100 Years of Lynchings. You see what I'm saying? And they gonna give you over 100 stories about lynchings, man. One that stick out to me is the one about one brother who was to be lynched outside of Atlanta. And so this article that's talking about this particular lynching has come out of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, their newspaper, and they said that there was so many people in Atlanta to be taken out by trains, right? Because not everybody know, but that's where the word picnic's supposed to come from.
Pick a nigga.
Which is pick a nigga. You see what I'm saying? Because when there was
So Democratic Party next year in Pinellas County do not have a Democratic picnic.
That's right.
I'm gonna say it again. The Democratic Party in Pinellas County
all parties
do not have
all
a
parties
picnic.
Hey, all
Have
parties,
a cookout.
man. Yeah.
Have a barbecue.
Have a get together.
Have a get together.
Yeah.
But
That
we will not call
we
it a
would,
picnic.
and we listen. You've been warned.
Because you got to think about it like this right here. Like the story of it is that when there was a lynching, that was an all day event for whites.
That's right.
And they used to bring their children out.
They used to bring their
their sandwiches out.
And they children grew up to be policymakers.
So-
see, hold on, I want to pull the string. They children grew up to be policymakers, sheriffs and governors, y'all.
Yeah.
The children that was at those, they wrote the policy that we living under right now, because nobody has challenged the rewrite.
And follow this story too, because I want everyone to hear this story, man. The thing of it is with the 100 Years of Lynching story out of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution article, it talks about how so many people was out there. So many people came out to the trains to go out to be taken to North Georgia. I want to say Gainesville, Georgia is where they were going to be taken to, which is like an hour or so north of Atlanta. It was so many people out that they had to order more trains to come in and take people out to it. People were sitting on top of the trains to be taken out to this lynching, right? So when they finally got the brother lynched, they say that the locksmith, when they first set him on fire, he took a piece of stick and he pressed it firmly against his chest, because when he first got set on fire, the man jumped, you jumped out because you're on fire. So he put a stick in his chest so he can be set back into that fire and burn. And they said that the local locksmith took the chains that would held the black man together around the tree and sold them as souvenirs in the town earlier and stuff. And these were events that was going on. So y'all should check out that book, man. 100 Years of Lynchings, man. I just give y'all that's a good book. The first time I heard about that book was from the chairman of Uhuru, Malesh Telly. Big shouts out to the chairman for dropping that book on me about 12, 14 years ago, man. But these are the stories, man, that we know about. I love to share those kind of stories because we suddenly forget with this MTV Jam of the Week attention span. Kiana, what say you?
I mean, I'm with you right there, because the owner of MTV said, how do you get the masses? You make people forget their logic.
Wow,
you
that's
get them
heavy.
and you make them forget their logic. Once they throw their logic out, then you have them.
And then wonder why we say wake up, because you gotta think about it. The consciousness of our people in the 80s, we begged to get on MTV, y'all. Remember that? We ain't our kids. We begged to get on MTV.
And we begged to watch it. So they had it on both ends of the stick.
That's it right there, man. We're moving right along, man. We got the eviction diversion program that's starting back up, man. So if y'all know anyone, man, that needs some help with COVID, man, for us and behind on rent and other utilities, man, get at us, man. Go into the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club inbox, man. Get into my inbox. Get into Brother John Muhammad. Anybody that see that, man, go to see that page, man. Please give us a like, but also follow, because all the information is coming out there for y'all, for the community.
The Community Development and Training Center.
That's real, man. Hey, better known as, my bad, See That.
See that.
So what else we got in the news, y'all? We gonna talk about.
Go ahead. What we gonna do? I think
That's it.
No.
Here it come. Here it come.
Okay, here we go.
Here it come. Here it come.
And the Black Messiah. We said last week that we were gonna talk about this. I hadn't watched it, but I watched it this week.
Okay.
Whew.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
So hold on, Batman. Did you see Judas and the Black Messiah?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Heard about it though.
I have heard about it.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna let Prano start this off.
So the first thing, I like the movie, right? For the cinematic reasons, right?
Okay.
I didn't like the movie. At all. Right? But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take credit from like the directors, the writers, right? And the actors.
This is interesting because he's a film director.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
British brother, he they did some good work.
Great actor.
But I have a problem, right, with the sensationalism of rats and informants, right? And it go back to Goodfellas, right?
Okay.
He was the stool pigeon.
They
Nino Brown.
He was the hero.
Nino Brown.
I tell on everybody.
Jack City.
I got a whole
right?
bunch of names.
Right? And these studios, these wealthy studios and platforms, HBO, right? They never done us any favors, y'all. And they promote these images to cause conflicts in us, right? It's trauma. We suffer trauma. We watch this man family. We watch that young lady pregnant, stand over this boy after he been shot 100+ bullets. They shooting people in the buttocks. It was the most. Listen, I mean, and like I say, it was a roller coaster ride of emotions. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how you go. That's how you pull heartstrings, and then you elicit, responses. And so when I think about it, what response do you think it elicits to see a black man standing over the police shooting? So what it elicits, that's me as a black man. That's one thing. Then the white man, the white guy. You get what I'm saying? The police officer who see it, the lawmaker who see it. Because if y'all seen the movie, it was a dude standing over the dude. And I ain't saying it didn't happen or it did. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the imagery, right? And then I talk about the imagery of that Black Panther building being shot up, right? As a modern day freedom fighter, right? What that say to me? About me and my team sitting in my house. When I done said something wrong or reached out to the wrong group. Because all he did was reach out to the groups, and it's reliving the penalty, right? Very cinematic. It's well paid for, right? It's well paid for. It's well thought out. And it re-traumatizes a generation.
So kind of going back to last week when we talked about black filmmakers and how you do something and don't realize what it's gonna portray later on, or what the impact is. Because even though I like the movie, but listening to you also see where it can kind of put you back in the box.
It does.
Like it tells you, it like snatch you. It's like parenting. You know what I mean? As parents, like children are supposed to test the boundaries and see how far you go.
Yep.
And parents are supposed to snatch you back in and be like, nah, you don't go there. So basically,
That was a parent movie.
That was a parent movie. Like, hey, because at this point,
Don't get too fly. Y'all marching, y'all protesting. Before you get any ideas, let me put this picture or this message
and let
in
you
front
know
of you.
what happens. Because
What happened to him at 19,
Now
21?
21.
Now here we go.
He was 21, right? Look how powerful he was at 21. He was able to hit different
Mobilize
organizations.
the whole city.
White people who did not like him, did
Brown
not like
brothers?
Brown Brothers, different black organizations
Yep.
who didn't agree.
Yep.
They came together. So he was collectively pulling his city together and doing good.
Yep.
And speaking and so this also lets us know how powerful we are as black people and why we are a threat. They know also if we get together and we get organized, how powerful we are. So you think about when all the white people went up there to the White House,
Yes, yes.
and they didn't see it as a threat because they know they wasn't organized. But if we would have did that, they would have seen it as a complete threat because they know how powerful we are when we organize.
Also, what we have to add into the mathematical equation about the insurrection was it was white cooperation from the top to from the bottom. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't just white guys and hillbillies.
No cooperation.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just white boys and
bottom to the
hillbillies
top.
just run up in the. You know what I'm saying? It was CIA agents that was helping. It was FBI agents that was helping.
Okay, hold
It
on,
was
Black
United
Messiah,
States-
y'all.
It was United States senators that was helping. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all cooperation from the top to the bottom, man.
Whoa, they more scared of badges than guns.
You know what I'm saying? So what we also got to
They
recognize
more
is
scared of badges than guns.
They did say that they are, and that's at the beginning of the movie. They asked them, "Why weren't you a regular car thief? Why do you use your gun?"
They are more scared of badges.
than guns.
And this was O'Neal.
That's what I also said.
O'Neal.
Yeah. But see, that's what I also
The
said. Good one, Lean. That's why I also Prentice also helped me say this right here. But white people moving into the hood sometimes are the safest people because first thing black people thinking is they the police. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't studying. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't just breaking into white people's house in the hood. They gentrifying your whole community right now, and the home break-ins and home invasions ain't went in these people's houses.
And know what? And I'm
safe.
gonna say this right to the Judas movie, right? When you talk about, you know what I'm saying, imagery and all this stuff, when you name a movie, right, you're gonna name it either after the star, right, or the subject, right. So I think this movie was named after the star and the subject, and so the star is Judas, right, and they have black people watching a movie about Judas. It's like think double time, y'all.
It's psychological warfare because at the end of the day,
Did you ever think you would go and watch a movie about Judas?
No.
Right? Just think about it.
you got the black one though?
It's so disappointing. And then you know what was even more sad about it? Like he committed suicide after. Like you did all.
No,
this
he
stuff.
tried several times to run into traffic, y'all. So he did an interview. This movie came from the interview he did.
Right.
And there's several interviews of former agents, you know, talking about what they did. You know, and this was one of them. And he ran off into the second time. First time he was injured. He ran off. He jumped up and ran out into the traffic.
And I just want to make some. It's one of my speaking points.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean,
So this
like,
is
you
well, I'll
can't-
let you speak and then I'll say it. Go ahead.
What you gotta know in psychology, y'all, is like you can't solve the problem with the same mindset that you had that created the problem. So this is what wake up mean, because even people who ain't waking up are still gonna make the same kind of movies. So we can celebrate that LeBron James made the movie, but look at his consciousness. You see what I'm saying? Where he'll continue to perpetuate psychological warfare.
But see, it don't even get that deep because
because the woke people ain't.
But
hold on, the woke people
think.
are not doing nothing but educating the masses to the highest capacity. So when you watch any Hidden Colors movie, you get so many jewels of your history, which is needed right now. You see what I'm saying? You need to know your history because if you don't know your past, your enemy will continue to do what? Shape your past.
And I get that. And I get that, but it don't fall directly on like these brothers and these sisters trying to get these projects out.
Because
they're not thinking. This is like esoteric thinking, y'all. When you think about what something does to somebody,
The propaganda
first you
was.
think about the product, and then you make it. You don't think about what it's gonna do to the person. Only the person with that deep thought is gonna think about what is gonna happen after
that
I
was the
make
propaganda.
this product.
But
that
this
was the
is the
propaganda
thing
done
is
on us. Big lips, big all that kind of stuff.
I'm just saying, but
The nanny, the
Because they have
mammy.
been using it for
That's
decades.
it's psychological
But that's what I'm saying.
warfare.
That's
So-
why they're the experts of it. That's why these companies, these distribution houses, these are the masterminds. And then the people that fall under them are the people that just doing something that I passionately feel about.
Yeah.
Right, and
You get what I'm saying?
they feel passionately about our people until we can't.
And then they
throw
exploit
stones-
it.
and then
And
we
then it
can't.
gets exploited.
We can't throw stones at them and be like,
Exactly.
"You're wrong," because
Exactly.
because I'm passionate about something,
I agree.
and you're passionate about something, and you don't know where your passion lies and where it hurts or helps
Yes.
until you put it out there. So this is an educational moment, and on top of that, with him putting the movie out, it strike conversation. So that's also
Yes.
a good thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, y'all, I'm gonna
You know
start.
what? I just want to say one thing. I walk these streets every day, and like I already was noticing years ago, over 20 years ago, that we finna switch sides here. And what they're doing right now, we gonna put our trash folks. We finna see how y'all react to our trash folk before we come in and move in, because that's why they buying up all the development. I'm gonna make the rent so high to where you got no choice to move, because they
Strategic
realize,
planning.
yeah, we realize that y'all have the high ground, y'all closer to the beach, and everything that we need to make us comfortable. So guess what? Where you been want to go,
Yep.
we're gonna allow that.
It's the big houses. It's the big. I say that all the
Where
time.
you been wanting to go.
Everybody moving out to Riverview, right? Everybody want these big houses for a good price and all this other stuff, and then you're leaving St. Pete because you're like, oh, St. Pete. But St. Pete is like paradise.
And they doing the same thing. They doing the same thing. McDonald, Decatur, not Decatur, but Stone Mountain, all these other places. That's what people who are from Atlanta did. They all migrated away when gentrification hit them. A lot of people in Harlem and stuff, they went into upstate New York. They call it upstate, which is like Yonkers and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Where Jadakiss from. But the same thing happened. People in Clearwater, Florida, is doing what? Again, migrated into Pasco.
And people in St. Pete getting migrated into Kenneth City and
Tampa.
Elman.
Even with even with our health, think of the restaurants that we have on the south side.
That's right.
Think
Step
about
out
the
Food
restaurants
deserts.
on the north side.
Food deserts, real deal food deserts, man.
Listen, and when you think about it, then you think of the health outcomes because of the products that's in the community, right? And then here we is, right? Hey, it's all a part of the plan, y'all. So when they thought about this stuff, when they sent Judas in to them brothers and the Black Panthers, because this is something y'all need to know that happened here. Askil Muhammad, right? He helped develop Jordan Paul. He was a black brother, right? After the riots, you know, he's been active before the riots. So Askil was followed by the FBI as well. His documents and his paper just came out. And so, and I said, well, okay, if they was following Askil, you know who else they was following, right? You know who else they was on?
Maybe even you.
Listen, all I'm saying is our community is in this condition for a reason, right? And we're living through those consequences.
Well, I'll tell you this: don't sleep on the FBI. If you ever on your Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, you see that by Trump.
You see the FBI surveillance. People don't pay attention
I see
to
it all the time.
Oh, well, but they there.
hey. So speaking of movies, though, man, I know we're going to go into movies later, man. I got a little icebreaker question that we should have asked earlier, man. But there was a question that's popping on the page right now, Keanu. I'm gonna start with you. Stand by me. Right, here's the question, y'all, and I want somebody to call in and give us an answer on this.
Yeah, call in. Tell us.
Man,
tell
call
us what you
in,
think.
man. Give us, Lean, what's the phone number, man? Drop the phone number, man. 686-0512, man.
That's 727.
686-0512, man. Y'all call into the Breakfast Club, man. We got new features we want to play with y'all, man. But Stand By Me is the question, right? The movie question is Stand By Me or The Goonies. Which one, Keanu, man?
I'm going with The Goonies.
Oh man, Goonies, man. We got Goonies on deck. Now, why you going? I mean, because you
I mean,
said it so
listen.
easy and so confident. I see Brent over there, his posture changing.
I get why Prano over there. Like, I get it. And you know what? I can rock with why he feel that way. He gonna tell you why he feel that way, right? I can do that. But when I think about my childhood, I watched Goonies like darn near every day.
I can dig it.
Me and my brother was in there, Goonies down.
Hey, you girls.
Right.
It was amazing.
You know, we wanted to go find our little treasure. You know what I mean? We had bunk beds. We was the Goonies was our thing.
Got gadgets.
So hands down,
Got a little gadget kid.
and I never like tried to redo Stand By Me. You know what I mean? So this is the thing is, so with me, when I thought about it, when we played
Goonies.
Goonies is what we wanted to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, so like that's why Goonies me all day. And the funny part, before you just say that, I just bought it. Just to have it in the collection.
Good stuff.
Listen, I asked the wrong person the question first on y'all. Maybe I didn't ask the wrong person the question, man. Batman, what say you, man? Goonies or Stand By Me? That's a grunt right there, y'all. We got a grunt, y'all.
Nah, I won't say nothing. What Stand By Me movie you talking about?
Stand By Me, we talking about the four white young boys and stuff, man. They were going across the railroad tracks, walking there, well, just real friends and stuff. They little childhood story.
So that answers you. He don't even know what Stand By Me is.
So boom.
Goonies, boom.
Easy answer. Easy answer.
Two for Goonies.
Charles Soprano, what say you, man?
So I already said this, right? I'm not gonna pick between the two, right? You don't got to pick between your mother and your father. You don't have to pick between your big sister or your little brother.
Okay.
You're not picking. So, but what I will say is that Stand By Me was remade. When it was made, Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood,
Right?
y'all.
You feels me, y'all? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Goonies a great movie. Now, don't get me wrong.
That was a good one, doesn't it?
You know, Steven Spielberg.
I like what you did with that one.
Steven Spielberg made Goonies, y'all.
I like
that
what
was
you did with
That's
that
what
one,
Star
bro.
Wars got. You feel me?
This man tough,
I don't mean
man.
to cut up, but if you want to touch me and get at me and it's on black stuff,
He got you.
that'll be
He got you.
lean on me.
Okay, he done
Lean on me.
lean back in.
Somebody
man.
say-
Wait a minute. He don't revise his vote.
First of all,
A principal was teaching some dignity.
no, he
to
done
have-
switched the whole movie.
Hey, I gotta go with what I know. I gotta go with what I know. It got a real message to it. You know?
So, okay, wait.
Because
So
you think about it, a
again,
lot of black kids don't know our national anthem.
That's right.
A lot of black kids don't know our national
That's
anthem.
right.
Yeah, I used to know it.
That's right. I know it now.
I used to know
Shout
it.
out to Cheyenne and
they
June's
taught a
Diary.
man, and he taught a man how to, a young fella how to carry himself.
so Goonies is winning.
So
winning.
now,
Goonies winning.
I guess
Shout out to the Goonies.
We're gonna ask the producer too, man. She's the producer sitting right here, man. To the sideline. Charlene, what you say, man? Goonies or Stand By Me?
You can say neither.
She go with neither, y'all. She go with neither, y'all. So we got.
Let's ask Reno.
Yeah.
All right. So
Goonies or Stand By Me?
my brother always got some words, man, that can make you just like, dang, I ain't think about that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
That's heavy. Cause that's like saying Stand By Me got a part two.
That's
And
real.
part two
And
is
it
Stand
in
By
the
Me.
hood.
It's Boys in the Hood. Ain't nobody ever call it like that right there,
Rest in
man.
peace, John Singleton. You want to see a dead body?
Oh man, it's
You
tough,
want to
man.
see a dead body?
Hold on. I'm still cooking. I'm still cooking for the
your
folks,
stuff up.
man.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna just say this, man. I'm still gonna stand by my original one. I like that answer. You know, I don't like that answer. I love that answer. That is a great rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? And we all rebuttal kings. You know what I'm saying? So
And queens.
That's real now. That's real now. But definitely Goonies though, man. I like Keanu's, man. But it's like I don't did Boys in the Hood though, you know what I'm saying? This guy got psychological warfare going on right now, man. It's like I try to say it with my chest to Goonies, you know what I'm saying? I was with Keanu earlier, you guys, you know what I'm saying? But when he break it down like that, man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just.
But I'll tell you this, so that you feel good about your answer.
Oh no, I know.
Let me tell you what. I know. But
gave my
for you
answer.
to feel good, some movies is so great that you don't want to do a sequel.
That's right.
Yeah,
You don't need a spin-off
Yeah.
because it leaves that type of impact.
it just ain't many other movies,
But,
man.
I was just gonna say those ain't the movies we watching. The movies we watching is a remake of the movie we watch.
Man, I'm talking about like Robert De Niro, man, Cape Fear. You know what I'm saying? It's a Cape Fear from the 50s in black and white.
So if anybody listens,
Man,
maybe
Cherry
we
and
should
Kennedy.
remake Goonies.
Ooh, talk to him. Don't say
That'll
nothing
be
else.
hard to
Don't
do,
say nothing else.
Hey.
I think that'll be hard to do.
Man, we got Batman on the show, man. Batman, we out the subject, man. My brother said, man, say less, Keanu. So we gonna move right along, man. Batman, We got you in the building, man. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, man. What you want to tell the people, man? Batman, what you got going on, Bat?
Listen, for y'all don't know, I told you this here Thursday night. March 27th, it's on.
Okay.
It's on. 18th and 31st at the Masonic Lodge.
Okay.
Doors open up at 7, show start at 8. Nice lineup. And for all you other comedians out there, this is a warning shot.
Ooh.
All I can say, duck.
Ooh.
It sound like challenge.
April 3rd, I got to do a personal party, but that's on me. So you know me. I'm going to be diabolical as usual.
Okay, now
Because anytime you see me, I'm a fool and a half.
Hey, that's a full 0.5, y'all, man.
Yes,
y'all be well, man. Now, what you say, Batman? You say you sending the shots out, telling all the comedians in the
Just in
Tampa Bay
case y'all
area.
forgot who I was and that I ain't built for it.
Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have forgot.
I want to
get some.
I want to give a big
like
shout
the real
out.
Batman. Like, you don't see you all the time, but then you come out when you need you.
No.
For sure that. I'm a part of the night.
Hey, you know who else is a part of the nighttime too, man? The freaks. If the freaks come out at night, y'all be safe, man.
Look, I want to give a big shout out to the comedians, man.
Yes.
Y'all are making this thing. Y'all making this thing happen, y'all. I mean, I've been watching the local. I'm talking about our local
We
guys.
have some really good local
Man,
comedians.
I've been watching. I want to salute you, right?
Yep.
Thank
I done seen you
Thank
from
you.
back in the days. I done seen you recently, right?
you.
And you're doing your thing,
Thank
and that work, man. That work, y'all putting in that work, and y'all opening up this market, y'all.
I like as a former class clown, I was just gonna say as a former class clown, man, who did not take that step into comedy. When I was gonna take that step into comedy, I was also waking up, and I ain't want to tell no jokes back then. I was just getting too mad at everything, but you know what I'm saying. But I can tell you, I always reach out to anybody from my city that take that leap into comedy because that's a kindred spirit of mine. You see what I'm saying? And so I mean, and all of them though, I talked to all of them. And have had conversation with all of them, just encouraging them and telling them big up. I told my cousin this 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was just doing too many things back then, like I'm doing a lot of things right now. And so I just wanted to get down with my cousin, man, and help him with the writing and all that kind of stuff. Cause I know what it takes to do comedy. It take a real team. You know, we seen Richard Pryor in the limelight, you know what I'm saying? But you had what's your boy name? Who
Red
also
Fox.
who also was a
Red
writer?
Fox. I know, you're right.
No. Who also was a writer on Paul Mooney on
Mooney,
David
yes.
Chappelle. You see what I'm saying? So when you see Kevin Hart, just know that you always seen Kevin Hart partners. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
they right.
I say to the comedians, man, you know what I'm saying, that you know you might get a little farther, man, doing a little mastermind alliance. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about Kevin Hart homeboys, all them rich.
Oh yeah.
And they don't mind Kevin Hart being the face of it, you know what I'm saying? So just sometimes you can lend your talents to other people, you know what I'm saying, and get further than you could get. That's just what a mastermind alliance is.
That's how you build a real team. Ludacris did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On his home, he was in the limelight. He decided, hey, all my homeboys, you not just gonna be here just to be here. He sent them to culinary art, sent them out to this, and he built his team, and they work everything he does, and so they get a real paycheck, still get to hang out with their boys, and
hey man, y'all stay around for it, man. See that, man. We gonna bring it to the city, man. The cracking session, man.
But you know what,
I want all the St. Pete comedians, man, to get ready for the cracking session,
So
man.
who on the
We gonna
stage
set that
with
up
you?
for y'all.
Well, let me see. I got my boy from Chicago,
Okay.
Marcus Cone. I got my homeboy from Sarasota, the Garbage Man. I got a young lady that I never met
Hold
before.
on.
I ain't gonna say young lady.
Hold
but
on, Bat. You moved too quick. You got a comedian that's gonna be on the stage named The Garbage Man.
I laughed just
I'm
off his
already
name.
Out of
laughing.
Sarasota.
I laughed off his name. Big shots out to the garbage man.
Out of Sarasota.
Trash.
I did another talk show like a few years ago when he called in. The Garbage Man is funny.
Listen,
He's
The
funny.
name alone, y'all hear chuckle. I said,
I had to stop him because when he was laughing, I was already laughing in my head right. I'm like, hold on, Batman. Hold on right there, man. This man named The Garbage Man. He's already funny, man. But continue, bro.
Yeah.
Continue, cuz.
I got the Garbage Man, and we just added a new comedian. I'm just gonna let y'all see the photo. This is the new one that is on board.
Put it to your camera. I don't know if Charlene can see it. Can you see it in the camera?
Let me see. Oh, Lord.
Yes. And see, this is just a little something what I do.
That's a little Wilt Chamberlain.
Just a little something of what I do.
So
And then y'all know this guy. Y'all know that guy. Do y'all know that guy? Y'all know this guy.
Oh, Reno, you hitting the stage?
oh yeah, you gotta put it to the camera. Oh, see, I don't do stuff with everybody, man. I do stuff with everybody, man. We did that social distancing, man.
But
I help
this
cuz.
is the flyer.
Okay, yes, sir.
And this is a Too Smooth presentation,
Smooth
right?
event.
Too Smooth event, man. And big shouts out to Too Smooth, man.
Man,
Let the
Too
people know.
Smooth.
See, shout out to the best manager and promoter this side of the Pecos, man. Much love to you, Smooth.
Okay.
And let's get ready to rock March 27th.
Too Smooth, don't forget about his hometown. He always try to put his people on.
Listen, the
He's
man-
been doing it for a long, long time.
The man is to be respected.
He has to be respected. You got to give your hands up. Cheyenne was doing shows for Too Smooth.
Listen, the man, listen.
He been around for a minute, little
Listen,
Woody. You understand?
before I understood or knew about the promotions game, Too Smooth was, putting flyers in my hand. So someone, even this, I'm talking about, but this before some of these club guys was putting out flyers to all their events. Smooth had the little small flyers. Hey man, I'm gonna be up here at the Masonic Hall.
And he be smooth.
Yes, real smooth. Real
Man, the man live by his name, man. Too
Lady.
Smooth, man. I got
And
your mail.
he had every event. Just he walk up to you all
Listen.
nice and smooth. He don't even. He ain't aggressive. He be like, yeah, he you go.
Coolest fellas on the planet.
Listen, if you learn the game from the master, right? Your flyers won't be all on the ground. People putting them in the car with them, taking them with them.
Yeah.
That's how you gave them to them. Shout out Too Smooth.
Too smooth.
Hey, big shout out to Too Smooth, man. Shout out to St. Pete Funny, man. Big shout out to what they got going on too, man.
Yeah, Dame,
What's
man,
up,
his wife, man. Oh my
Shout
God.
out to Peanut, man.
Yes,
cuz,
man. That's where I seen you at last.
Yeah. We were
St. Pete Funny.
Yeah, we did them on the beach.
That's why I say I love what the comedy industry here is doing.
Love it.
You guys are building a market.
Yeah, like
The market
Nicole.
is built. It's been groomed.
Oh, that's my
right?
favorite.
Smooth and the people. The market has been groomed. Now it's being built on.
Yeah.
Right now they're stacking the buildings up. If we want high rises, we got to build high rises.
That's real now. That's real now, man. I mean, I got my favorite, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people sit there, man. They make us clutch our stomach, man. And that's what we need right now, though. We need people to be opinionated and funny. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I say that because he
Have an opinion.
because cuz know that as a real comedian, like comedy and freedom of speech is under attack. You see what I'm saying? And you don't want to ever silence the comedians. You
And
know what I'm saying?
that's
It's an
what
art
they're
form.
doing.
It's an art form that's really under attack. And if you pay attention to real comedians that's out there with I won't say real comedians. If you pay attention to comedians that already have the loud voice, you see what David Chappelle is doing. Like he's attacking the media through his art.
Shouts out to David Chappelle.
Because
Much
he's
love.
keeping.
Much love.
This man put together a boycott so strong
So smooth.
that they made the company renegotiate the contract. Y'all don't understand.
Power.
Companies do not renegotiate your contract. That is like a sin in business. Period. Only when, this is when contract renegotiations are, warranted, when the whole deal about to fall off the table. And Dave Chappelle said, hey fans, don't scream it till I say so. They finna put it out. It's coming up, y'all.
Then Netflix.
You want to see it? Yeah, that's Netflix.
Then Netflix pull
wanna
it
see
down.
Y'all want to see? Netflix backed them. That was awesome.
That was huge.
That was a big deal. Because he already got the contract with Netflix for like the 20, 30 million. That was like one of the biggest comedian contracts, like ever, right?
Right.
And they said, you know what? We backing you. We will not show the Chappelle show, y'all. Fans, sorry.
And I want to say, man, big shout out to in the real world, man, and Netflix too, man, for like standing up and really supporting him, because in a capitalistic society, when it's all about the dollar and the bottom line, like the bottom line is the first cousin to the dollar. You see what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing, and so it's all about the money here, right? And so when a company, like he's saying, companies don't even renegotiate contracts. Like they had a contract, they gonna make some money. and for them to say that they're not even going to stream this video because that's how that company, Comedy Central, is going to make money using his show in this streaming world. Yeah. For him to use that power and bring attention to, hey, and Netflix said they ain't going to stream it, like, that's tough. And then he went forward to ask his fans not to watch it. That is taking that power of his whole TV show himself. Like, he's taking off at the head, man. So big shouts out to David Chappelle, man. That was
now I have a question since we're talking about it. Do you think that like society is too sensitive at this point?
Yes.
Because I believe that like comedians were able to say things
anything.
say anything, and it'd be funny and not take it personal.
It ain't that society is too sensitive. It's that society is listening to more people now. So back in those old comedy days, only person was listening to was the man. The white man, really, and then, far after that, the black man. So only what was permissible was only what the white man permitted. And it's still kind of like that, y'all. So now you have, the gays, you have, all these other active partners that are saying, like, no, I don't want to hear that.
But these people,
and they call it cancel culture. And that's really honest to God what David Chappelle tapped into. He tapped into the cancel culture and he flipped it and said, you know what? Instead of y'all canceling me for cussing or saying something derogatory, let's cancel the people not paying me. Let's cancel Hulu.
He did.
That's what he did.
So he flipped it, which I love it because because you look at your Bernie Macs, you look how funny he was. He couldn't say his jokes now.
No, he couldn't.
But this is what made comedy so great that you can everything you was thinking they could say.
You can't say
Richard Pryor, none of his stuff with our great comedians, our Red Fox, at this point wouldn't been able to be irrelevant at this point because they would have been boycotted. Yeah. They would have been cut off. Yeah. The whole
canceled. The cancel culture. They would have been canceled. Richard Pryor would have been canceled. Bernie Mac canceled.
Red Fox.
Red Fox canceled. Red Fox wouldn't have made it out of the album. The Red Fox album would have canceled his whole. Y'all would have never seen him on Sanford and Son.
And this is the thing. Don't you kind of miss that in comedy though? Like, and then you miss that in comedy.
Talk to the comedian.
I really do because I think it takes away from who that comedian is.
Okay.
Never stop me from being who I am because basically with me, it's not about writing down things. It's the stuff I've lived. Okay. Mm-hmm. I lived this. So basically, the same person that used to run people off from the activity bus, school bus, and they were scared to sit by me and stuff like that, I just took that person and put him on stage. Mm-hmm. Same person, Terrell Reynolds, but guess what? Yeah. I stepped on the stage and I brought back.
That's the class clown. That's that class clown.
That's that class clown.
But I just put structure with it.
So we got to figure out how to get that back.
Well, the thing of it is, though, is that the society had to be, the masculinity had to be abstracted up out of the society. So when we were children, we grew up and we were singing songs that's like programming us, you know what I'm saying? So it was like sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. And right now, words are hurting you. You see what I'm saying?
Because words always have hurt. Hold on. Listen. I'm going to say that. Let me finish thought process. Words always hurt.
Well, watch that.
And that was that male masculinity.
No, that's right. It's a choice. You got to think about it.
It was European male masculinity.
It's European defeminizing. So, but watch this though. You always have to have masculine energy present. This is the whole premise of Ma'at. Ma'at is balance and truth. So Ma'at is not that feminism femininity didn't exist. You can't have one without the other. So you have to have balance. You see what I'm saying? And when you just having too much of the masculine energy being taken out of society, then you're gonna have it where stuff like words are hurting. We was raised to stand up to a bully. You see what I'm saying? So you got in the movie, and I use that for an example. You got in the movie Back to the Future. You were subconsciously being taught to stand up to the bully. He helped his daddy stand up to the bully. And then when he came back to his current time, his daddy was over his bully. And so you was taught to stand up to the bully, and we was also taught to jump somebody if somebody can't help you. You know what I mean? If somebody don't know how to fight, you gonna help that person fight. But we was raised, our generation was raised to stand up. You see what I'm saying? And we didn't get a first place trophy if we wasn't first place in our generation. And so we went in the summertime and got better, y'all. And then we have a society right now where you don't stand up to a bully. You want to do intervention with the bully. And you want to ask him what's wrong with him. And why does he do this?
Because the bully shooting the school up.
You should stop.
Reality change.
But the bully ain't shooting. Hold on. The bully is not shooting the school up in our community. Our kids are still getting caught with drugs and the guns in the locker.
The bully shooting still, though.
Hold on. But our children, our children do not shoot in schools. We always had guns in the lockers. That's not new.
So take school out of it and just say shoot. Because when you take the position, then you get conflated. Because I shoot you anywhere you get shot at. You get what I'm saying?
They shooting.
What I'm getting, and so one is we're way on one side, and then we pulled it on the other side, and we did not figure out how to keep it in the middle, like to keep like a tug of war.
You did away with a first place trophy, and you gave all children just ribbons for competing. You took away masculine energy because the drive of trying to compete to be the best is not in everybody. It ain't even pushed. So it never was in everybody, right? It always was. It was always a choice to either do it or not. Because the ability for everybody, it's all inside of all of us. There's not nothing that you can't do, that she can't do, and he can't do other than us having children.
No, because it is some things that she can do, I can't do. And that's the reality. Everybody can't do everything.
Hold on. We all have the same amount of brain cells.
But we all don't use our brain cells.
That's a choice.
No, it ain't.
That's a choice.
No, it ain't. Sometimes.
That's a choice because I can see you doing something and I can subscribe to try to do that. Because we need to talk about these
7 murders in the local community.
Senseless murders. Senseless murders. Senseless
family members.
In 2 weeks? Was that in a 2-week time frame?
Yes.
It's tough.
So it's very sad.
And I want to say, like, it's happening everywhere, anywhere in front of Enoch Davis Center, at the home, at the cousin house, at the friend house. It's happening everywhere.
Yes.
And some of the solutions we using ain't working. And we got to speak to the people in the streets, and we got to speak to the people who making these solutions, right? Some of the solutions ain't working. People ain't scared of going to jail. They'll do it and turn themselves in and tell you they did it. Yeah. So what we have to do is kind of get in front of it and have some real radical interventions, some transformational programs that reach people and teach people, because we're not reaching them and teaching them anything right now because, it's bang, bang.
Same old.
Bang, bang. So, we need the masculine energy, right? But we also need the feminine energy, like you said, to put it together.
And so, without the other.
But so what happened is, and just my thoughts in it, for our men, we tell them to always be strong, not to tap into your feelings, and then but a lot of times we don't. We tell you to suck it up, don't cry. A man don't do it, but we need both, and a lot of times that.
Don't cry.
Yeah,
But here's
as you should. So then what happens is, for our society, and not just even men, let's say our community, we're told to keep our secret. What goes on in the household stays in the household. And sometimes that's damaging because you don't reach out for the help because you're afraid of what people are going to say for you.
But you got to understand now. You got to understand when you say, keep stuff in the household and do that, that was to protect the house, right? And then when you take that out of context,
now look at the house.
Now it hurts.
Now look at the house 60 years later. The man ain't there. So when the man saying tough up and do all that kind of stuff, that's needed. But guess what?
I agree.
He's also supposed to be able to go inside the same household in the room, and mommy's gonna comfort him. That's balance.
I agree.
But when a system is engaging us consciously to not even see the value in each other, then now I'm not even present in the household because we don't see value in one another.
And that hurts. That does, because what hurt, and I get what you're saying. Don't think I'm going against you, but I just, I'm not, because I'm with you 1,000. But what I'm saying is having that balance, because we didn't traditionally have a balance then. See, that's what I'm trying to say. It was overweighted, right? And then when now we're compensating, we're overcompensating. Right? Because now the people say, hey, you taking all the masculine out. And the women like, well, it ain't nothing of this in there. And so now we like this, when we really got to do this.
And that's what I was saying earlier. We got to find a balance.
But can I say this here? And I don't know if the two gentlemen are going to agree, but I got to say this. And this is to salute all women all over the world, whatever color they are, because definitely in the black home. If it had not been for the woman to
Do that.
sustain our home, it wouldn't be no home.
All right. I agree.
It wouldn't be no home if it wasn't for the black woman.
I mean, it wouldn't be
Because
a
they
black
are the
nation
root.
without the black woman.
They are our root. They are our
Yes.
cornerstone.
Yeah.
They are.
Agreed.
I
Agreed.
definitely don't disagree with that right there. I just understand when we having these conversations, we should be mindful to do it through Ma'at. M-A-A-T. That's more than Rihanna's tattoo up under her chest, y'all. What our ancestors was teaching is do all things that's balanced. You know what I'm saying? So I love to big up the black woman. I have subscribed this year as being the year of the black woman. You see what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. But when we get into these kind of conversations, we have to be mindful that as we have to uplift each other. I've also said that there's never going to be a winning situation when the most hunted person on the planet Earth gets into an argument with the most disrespected person on the planet Earth. We're not going to win. You see what I'm saying? The black man is the most hunted thing on the planet Earth, and the black woman is the most disrespected thing on the planet Earth. So we have to recognize that we're nothing without each other. My cousin is of a single family home, so I understand him saying that there's nothing. The black woman kept the household together. There's not a house without a man, because we're not here without each other. We did not get here by a mitochondrial DNA in the Eve gene. That is pseudoscience. We were created. The African story was we were created at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So we were always here to support one another on our journey, on a spiritual journey as we grow and learn as humans, Hueman. I ain't gonna go too deep into the woke stuff, but just understand that we're not here without each other. We're supposed to love each other equally. And that's when we get out of balance with the conversation. And there's nothing wrong with bigging up women, but we have to big up ourselves as well. Because we're not here without each other.
We're not, but
You see what I'm saying?
No, the woman is it, y'all. The womb is it, y'all.
The womb.
I mean,
the womb
like they
can't
say,
do
the chicken or the egg.
The womb
When they
can't
say
do-
the chicken or the egg.
It's not a conversation. We
Listen,
create at the same
listen.
time. The womb can't do anything
Listen,
after that
listen,
process without the man.
Listen. I know there's plenty beliefs of how it happened, right? My prescription, right?
Real cage.
You're not getting here without coming out that womb.
Big shouts out to Brother John, man. He says it's context matters, man. The content matters, man. Context matters. I'm sorry. It's very important.
I agree with you, and I agree with you. Like I see where both people are.
Oh
coming
yeah.
from.
Disagree.
But what happens is, as a mother, unfortunately, where you have a lot of times the option men to walk away and not take the responsibility, I do not. So at that point, if you decide while I'm pregnant that you do not want nothing to do with the child, I have no option once I decide, like, this is my child, I'm gonna go ahead and bring life to the world. On the other hand, men, and we need both. And I need men to realize that we need both. And think that it's not an option to be a parent, an option to
Kiana,
be present in your children's life. It's not an option for me as a mother.
It ain't an option to me as a father either.
There it is. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I ain't got no option once it's mine.
When we have these conversations, we gotta know who we talking to.
And I'm not saying y'all.
I can say you're right.
I'm not saying y'all.
No, you're using the words though, because a man knows, a boy don't. So like a HOE don't know nothing. A boy don't know nothing either.
But I will say this.
So
to
it's
give
two.
you props, right? Black men are the most involved fathers
That's
out
what
of
the
any other
statistics
race.
say.
Statistics say.
Listen,
So
my whole
I'm
clique,
not gonna
my
down
whole crew.
y'all. And
My
most of
whole
my
crew do for
listen,
them.
I hang with a lot of dudes, right? And all my homies are great fathers.
That's stereotype though. That's a stereotype. That's another reason we do like the Honor Thy Mother. Shout out to the 8 Kings Collective.
Yeah.
Shout out to 8 Kings, man.
See that. But the reason we do a lot of that stuff is to shatter those stereotypes. Black men can't work together. Black men don't take care of their children. Black men don't give back to their community.
Black women can't work together.
See, yeah, it's stereotypes that we look to shatter. And like a lot of people wonder why y'all do that, why y'all doing it. Why? The real reason is because we want to break the stereotypes and the norms. We want to do something different. We want to do something new, right? And not necessarily new to society, but at least new to our community.
We want to change the narrative.
Yes.
And that's what the New Image Project's all about, though,
That's
too,
all-
man. We
that's
see
what
that, man. We want to control the narrative, and we want to put our better images out there, have better conversations. This propaganda that we're doing is intentional.
Yeah, edification. Shout out to T Brown Barbershop Book Club. We edifying our community.
We edifying the
listen,
community,
you
man.
know,
Big
we
shout out
have
to T Brown. He just got on the live about 2 seconds ago, too, man. So big shout out to Frano, man, for saying T. He didn't know that T was listening right now, man.
But he's doing a good thing for the community.
I think he's doing a great
Yes,
thing.
man. Listen, man. The Barbershop Book Club, man. It's something so spectacular, man. I can't even describe.
Slick Vic voice, man. Y'all lay around for it,
Lay
man.
around for the sound.
Y'all lay around for the Barbershop Book
So
Club.
this is showing you, like, if you have a vision and a dream and you pursue it,
That's right.
and you don't get discouraged, regardless of the bumps that's on the road that you're going, that if you see it through, you can see your vision come to fruition.
That's right.
Hey, man, use
Right?
your third eye, man. It's your mind's eye. When I tell children about their mind's eye, I just tell them to close their eyes and look at their mommy's
It's
face.
blind faith. It's blind faith.
If you can see your
Mind's eye.
if you can see your mommy face with your eyes closed, you are using an eye, and that's the same eye that we use to see our goals and our vision. So, like you say, you have to see it, because if you can see it, then you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And it can't be done until you can see it. I don't care what it is. A person who's never seen a car before, he had to see it in his head. You see what I'm saying? So,
And he did a lot
And I think Eddie Murphy said it real well.
come on to the mic.
I think Eddie Murphy said it good in the movie Life. It's all in my mind.
Everything.
Boom, boom, all in
the
my
boom
mind.
boom room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, raise boom, boom, room.
First, it got to be in your mind.
That's right.
For it to manifest, as he could have said, to manifest, it got to be
That's
here
it. That's it, man.
So you know what? If you're not doing anything today, this afternoon, we
Talk
have
to
the
him.
Afro Market, right?
Yes, we at the Afro Market.
Yes,
We're gonna end up at the Afro Market today, man. Don't meet us there, man. Beat us there, y'all.
yes, at more eventful.
Yes. Keep
Right?
talking.
It's gonna be music, great things to buy. Go ahead and patronize our black businesses.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's real, T. And this is going along with what your cousin Antonio just said, man. Big shout out to King T, man. Once again, he says, man, we are the difference that we want to see, man.
We
Yeah.
are.
We removing the excuses, y'all.
Change is gonna come. Change is here, y'all.
Y'all excuses can't stay. Y'all can't keep using y'all same old excuses around me, man. Them excuses been used in our community for over 40 years. When it hit my ear, I attack it. Don't think that I'm an argumentative. Don't think that I know more than you. But I'm coming at you.
But you know what? Healthy dialogue is good.
No,
It's called
no.
constructive-
Hold on, we got 1 minute, y'all. Healthy dialogue is discouraged, but that's what we'll talk about next week, right?
Yes.
Real now.
We'll talk about because healthy dialogue is what's needed. But when you get into healthy dialogue, people feel attacked, right? They say you're being aggressive, right? Because okay, I'm done.
A healthy dialogue is needed because change is needed. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And but we gonna, like my brother just say, man, we got 1 more minute, so we gonna say, hey man, Batman, let the people know where they can find you at, man. When your show coming up, man. What you got going on?
March 27th.
Okay.
Holla at me. 18th and 31st. Show start at 7. Let me change that.
Tickets going on sale?
Tickets on sale. Starting Monday, $25.
Okay.
Until the 20th, tickets go up to $30 at the door.
All right.
Doors open up at 7. Show start at 8.
That means tickets $30 for y'all, man.
Let me
Y'all like
see
to come
you
stuff
be
late.
there. Wherever you see me at, grocery store, inbox, man. I don't care where you at. The local bathroom, wherever. You see me,
He'll be outside waiting on y'all.
holla at me, man. Holla at me.
Wash your hands before you come out.
Please, dude.
Kiana, what's going on, man?
Listen, catch us tomorrow morning at 7:30.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yes.
And we can continue these conversations. Be the change you want to be, right?
That's
You
real,
say
man.
that, and meet us at the Afro Market.
Okay. Hey,
say
with that,
Fredo.
I'm gone, man. Meet me at the Afro Market, man. We thugging.
Hey man, we got a lot of work to do in the community this week, man. We got the we finna right now get off this Tampa Bay Breakfast Club program, man. Meet us at Heavy's Food Market, man. We finna give a mask away giveaway, man. So mask up
I
St.
want
Pete,
mine now.
mask up St. Pete. We gonna be at Heavy's Food Truck in about 30 minutes. Meet us there. We're also gonna be at Johnny Newsom on 14th Avenue, man. I'm saying on 14th Street, man. So y'all come there this Friday, another mask up event. We're just gonna bounce around the community, man. COVID numbers are on the rise. We're not trying to keep our community safe. We're gonna keep it safe with y'all help, though. My name is Reno Moore. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, man. Peace the ancient way.
This is Kiana. Bye.
It's the comedian Batman.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.